Greetings, greetings, greetings. My name is Edwina B., spiritual coach, offering you the opportunity to embrace my journey to spiritual elevation of 33 years of becoming who I am today because of my spiritual journey. My journey includes me becoming transparent, authentic, and free. Free to hope. From recovery, emerge empowered to give hope to others, help others prosper equally. One of the reasons why I am sitting before you today is I want to share with you a little bit about my spiritual journey to becoming a spiritual coach, maybe your coach. It started back on February the 22nd of 1990 in the streets of Philadelphia, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was in a position that I don't mind revealing because I've been healed. I was in a severe addiction for 14 years, and it ended on that morning getting high with my own stepson. We were both the age of 34, and we were both transformed under the influence. When it was all said and done, he wanted to harm me like any person in the street who was doing the things that we were doing. As I detached from him and started running, I believe, for my life, I got a flashback from my past. If I just get underneath the bed, he can't find me. He can't hurt me. So as I ran from him, I saw the slew of cars. And I said, if I just get underneath the car, he can't do anything to me. I put myself underneath that parked car, at the time weighing only 90 pounds, hair matted, teeth missing, black circles around my eyes, face sunken in. You talking about a physical condition? An emotional condition? A financial position? A psychological, physiological condition? It all winded up being a spiritual condition. I was spiritually dead, spiritually bankrupt, and I had no place else to go. As a result of being underneath that parked car, my life flashed before me. Edwina, what is wrong with you? You are underneath a parked car. Dogs and cats get underneath a parked car. What's wrong with you, Edwina? You had aspirations of being a model, an actress, a phys ed teacher. You were the class vice president, the co-captain of the cheerleader team. Edwina, what's wrong with you? The addiction, the rapes, the beat-ups, the suicide attempts. I even committed murder. As a prostitute, yes, I had an abortion because I was afraid of what people may say about me. I believed I took life, and that killed any spirituality, any that I had or thought I had. And I believe that anything and everything that happened to me from then on, I deserved. And as a result of being underneath that parked car and my life flashed before me, it was very humiliating. to say the least. But through that humiliation, I had my knee-bowing experience and had enough in me of humility to cry out to a God that I did not know personally, heard about, but I was taught that God was a punishing God, right? And there's no way he could want somebody like me. And I went down somewhere unbeknownst to me that's reserved for the Creator himself, that when we call him in, right? Let me fix this. When we call him in, that place is only reserved for him. He is the giver and the taker of life. And I hollered out these words that set me on a spiritual journey, a spiritual path that has taken me and elevated me to a new height that I am still willing to go even further. The cry was, whoever they say you are, whoever they say you are, whoever they say you are, take me out this life now or show me a better way. The choice was made, not by me, but my God, who I now acknowledge as my God. From February the 23rd of 1990, I haven't looked back since. Why? Because I was put on a spiritual path to obtain spiritual knowledge, to obtain spiritual wisdom, to create a psychic change in my way of thinking, in my way of believing. My best thinking got me underneath that parked car. My best thinking got me underneath that parked car. So how much did I really know about who Edwina is? I didn't know. And it took a person in this rehab who was a counselor, who was a spiritual advisor, to ask me a couple of questions. She said, Edwina, do me a favor. Share with me and these 8 other people on our team what your pattern is every time you picked up a drink or a drug. I'm like, okay, yeah. Usually I'm in the position to manipulate for attention, but this time it was given to me. And whatever that force was that chose to keep me here was still with me, and I was able to share what happened to me every time I picked up a drink or a drug. Yes. After I stated my pattern, this spiritual advisor, this counselor asked me one question, Edwina. Based on what you just said, do you think you are powerless over alcohol and that your life was unmanageable? I looked at her and I said, you damn right. I heard myself tell myself the truth. She said, okay, put your hand in front of your face, Edwina. I was like, huh? Put your hand in front of your face. I put my hand in front of my face. She said, Edwina, what do you see? I said, I see my hand. Edwina, what do you see? I said, I see my hand. She said, that's the point. All you see is what you see. All you know is what you know. As long as you have your hand up, you will never get the help that you need. Put your hand down, Edwina, and let me and the others share with you what we see. Bam! The light bulb went off. I became teachable, I became coachable, and I became humble. Teach me, show me. I don't want to go underneath that parked car again. Never. She said, good. She said, Edwina, you think you're smart, and people here call you the junior therapist, like, you know all the things and you know everything, but nobody can tell you about you. Nobody can tell you about you. So that's why we ask you to share your pattern, to share what happened to you, so that you can see how smart you think you are. And this is the thing that really, really blew my mind. She said, Edwina, we want you to go to 90 meetings in 90 days. I was like, wow, that's a lot of meetings. She said, Edwina, okay. Well, do me a favor. Can you make a meeting a day for 3 months? Oh, yes, I can do that. I can do that. I can do. So this is why I believe and know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I was chosen to sit in front of you this moment, to share with you 33 years of my spiritual journey, and touching and helping and coaching and teaching and facilitating and presenting my own experience, strength, and hope and perspective to just one more person. I can't tell you the thousands of people that have contacted me, stopped me on the street, telephoned me, called me, sent cards to me, saying how much I helped them. And I said, no, 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 no. God used me like he used one person while I was in that rehab. And it was a young lady that came in and she shared her experience, her strength, her hope. And as she shared, I was like, wow. She said that, she did this, she felt that. I said, Lord, if you keep me sober long enough, I want to be able to share just like her. Just like her. And I've been doing it ever since. One person at a time. Because I now recognize that I am only an instrument. I am only a vehicle that my God prepared, met me underneath that parked car to be doing what I'm doing with you at this very moment. And so as my journey of spiritual growth continued, I learned what it means to be humble, right? And to look at humiliating experiences. But our goal is, our purpose is to be set free from recovery, emerge empowered, to give hope to others, help others prosper equally. And for 2023, my goal, my job, my obligation, my will, my calling is to be your spiritual coach, so that you too can learn, embrace, internalize, evaluate, dissect whatever is needed to prepare you for your destiny, your purpose, your calling, and to be set free. But only to help somebody else. Now, I just wanted to give you a little bit of my journey and why I know I was chosen as a spiritual coach. A spiritual coach. I've learned that if it ain't spiritual, it's not going to last. I know that I am not a natural being having a spiritual experience. No, I'm a spiritual being walking encased in this natural body here on this journey called life. But when I apply, learn, dissect, internalize spiritual principles, I can deal with any and all earthly matters. Don't you want to get to that point in your life? Don't you want to wear the world like a loose garment? Don't you want to be authentic and transparent? I wear wigs, but I snatch them off. I have dentures and I take them out. I put on makeup and I wipe it off. Why? Because it's more important to hear the message and not look at the messenger. Wouldn't you like to get to that point so that you can enjoy the remaining days of your life and help somebody else? So as your spiritual coach, I want you to call me. I want you to set up an appointment. I want you to come see me so you too can be transformed spiritually in order to achieve your destiny that was God given. But he asks us to do two things. When I mold, shape, and prepare you for things yet to come, I want you to do the same for others. So call me if you need someone to talk to. Call me. Your life is at stake. Because if it ain't spiritual, it's not going to last. So I'm Edwina B., your spiritual coach, extending my hands, my arms, my heart to you to accept the wisdom, experience, strength, and perspective that I have, that you, through this process, can customize your own. Let me coach you. Someone did it for me, and I want to do it for you. I look forward to hearing from you, and you. We can do this thing together. Together, we can be set free from recovery, emerge empowered. Recovery from any and all things here on this physical journey. When we apply spiritual principles to ourselves and to others to give them hope, help others prosper equally. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.